March 14th, 2:56 a.m. High Prosecutor's Office, Room 1202. I finished photographing the victim's body, sir. Very well. Please continue your investigation. Yes, sir.
Mr. Edgewater, are you okay, sir?
Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene.
I heard that a murder had taken place in your office. I ran up here straight away.
This is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct, and the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being.
You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt?
No, I'm perfectly fine. However...
Look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed.
I'll say, the culprit's sealing my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking money to my office.
Whoa, sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing.
This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it.
Oh, that's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating.
Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we find the truth. So I'll keep any leads of information we find each to my forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? I get the nagging feeling this is something important to keep in mind.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you?
No, not really. Especially because of this.
The key to your office? What do you mean, sir?
If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you.
Logic?
By finding a connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is the end result of using logic.
So how do you use it?
First, I recall the information through the logic button and connect them together. Now to touch the logic button and recall the facts. Okay, so you can see you can press the logic button here. And when you think you have things you can connect, all you gotta do is, well, connect them. For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks, which means it would have been hard for a murderer to get in here. Ergo, is it possible to dismiss the location of the crime scene as a mere coincidence?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir.
There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after?
You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir.
Yes, well, when you follow the leads to their conclusion, the truth remains. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we?
Yes, sir.
High Prosecutor's Office, Room 1202.
The basics of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir.
I know that, and when I want to examine something, I simply touch the exam button.
Well, if you're ever lost and want to talk, just touch the partner button, okay? I'll give you a great piece of advice as an ace investigator, sir.
So let me try later if I have free time, I suppose. Okay, so If you ever want help, you can hit the partner button, but it is never required. We don't really have much logic. And instead of the court record, we have the organizer, which right now we only have the badge. But we also have profiles, so that's awesome. Now this is different than other Ace Attorney games. You can move around. You can hold B to run if you're playing on the DS, but of course I'm playing the emulator. And so, what button would it be again? X for me, I think. I can't reach. I have to hold the camera. But if you're playing on the emulator, the default is X. It's either X or Z. Anyways, first thing we're gonna examine is this little gun here. So you just walk up to the gun and hit examine. What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here.
I think I've seen one of those before.
Can you enlighten me as to where?
Oh, I know. It was issued the exact same model, I think.
Oh, wait, no, he's saying he was. Okay, yeah. Detective.
I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much except for an emergency, so that's why I didn't recognize it.
So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by the precinct's detectives. Okay. We're gonna do some looking around. Whee! I did not mean to go that way, so that's why I decided to be stupid. Okay, now let's look at the body. They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Alright, so first let's examine this little wallet here. What do we have here?
I think I've seen one of these before.
It's a police badge detective.
Hey, the exact same thing, actually. What a coincidence.
Let's take a look inside. Mr. Buddy Faith. It appeared that our victim was a detective just like you. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of prior information that would commonly use some logic to figure out them they're connected to each other. So anyways, we're gonna go and hit the logic button. Revolver. The victim was a detective. The revolver, this standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to a recently dropped? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time?
Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What do we got here? There, sir. The guy's wearing a gun holster.
So it happens that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him.
The victim's revolver data jotted down in my organizer. Are you gonna be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir?
Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all.
Alright, if you say so.
I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. If I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to touch the organizer button. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver.
As I always say, you gotta look really carefully at a piece of evidence. Jeez. You use the scroll wheels to rotate the object. There's no such thing as a bad angle.
Well, if you're holding a camera, there is. Or if you're trying to put a camera somewhere, especially down here.
Use the slide bar or the X and Y arrows to zoom in and out to get a nitty gritty.
Okay, so you are the detective. Let's check the barrel. Oh look, it's fired. It looks like only one round was fired from this.
Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wrestling the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. Okay, anyways, let's look at your hand. Let's get the body a once over. There's blood all over his lower femoral area.
It looked like the bullet passed clean through the stomach area, sir.
In other words, he was shot.
Yep, and until the autopsy is done, I don't think we'll know much more after that.
Please have the body sent to you once they're done processing the crime scene.
Crime scene note, shut it down, my organizer.
What else to look at?
Okay, yeah, we already went through all that.
Okay, whatever. Look at my messed up files.
Your file's all over the floor, sir.
It probably fell during the struggle between the victim and the killer.
Oh, I tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you were away. I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless.
I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room.
Well, I watered the flowers every day just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I come in and clean this place till it sparkled.
Does he have a life?
No.
I guess this is all we're gonna find out. We should send the body to it. Jim! Why? Oh, why? How could this happen to a guy like you? Are you alright? Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be! Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body? The body? Don't talk about him like he's just a lump of flesh. Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned it in for the night.
Sir, just in a blood-stained suit, pal.
Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes, I am. I'm Draco's Postman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir.
So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office? Yes, that's correct. Then it was you! You're the one who killed Jim!
Hey, don't go jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay?
I will not. I know how things work around here. My prosecutor office's doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to her own office door. That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner.
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip with us whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? So the only one who could get in here was me. Ho 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 ho. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means.
Then it was you then. You're Jim's killer.
No way, pal. You got it all wrong.
Everyone calm down. Mr. Postman, correct? If you are a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions? Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay? Now how about a handshake to seal the deal? A pleasure to work with you. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then. It's your room after all. Thank you, I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there. Sir. I want you to capture this scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner Jim. I should probably give them some space. Okay. Anyways, we can go up here and examine them. Excuse me, we're gonna examine this.
Ah, your jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor?
It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round.
So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in. What if they had shot through it? That would have been a disaster.
It's not worth getting worked over, Detective. Now there's something more here.
Huh? Like what?
I think you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There's a giant cross-examination. What? There's a giant contradiction right here in front of us.
Really?
Yes, blind detective, there is a contradiction there. Did I say contradiction? He must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like him. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the set before me contradicts a piece, or when the scene, I am so stupid. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my deductive skills come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction, which, in case you haven't noticed, is this bullet hole. This is it. This bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should touch the deduce button with conviction. Okay, so touch deduce. And when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. Okay, so we're gonna present the gun. This bullet hole is the contradiction.
What do you mean, sir?
It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first fell to the victim, and the second made this fell, whatever.
Hey, that's right.
However, the gun was only fired once,
Hey, that's true too.
which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight?
By the way, I noticed something, sir.
Yes?
What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame?
That's a secret safe.
It's a secret safe. Oh, I smell money.
I'll spare us the trouble and just say nothing. And just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way.
Roger that. Talk about dusty.
I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while.
I had no idea there was a safe here, or I'd kept it clean for you, sir. So what do you put in this thing?
It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one.
Really? I had no idea.
Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence.
So what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth?
Right now, nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session.
That's it? Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams. What do you mean?
Secret safe, data jotted down in my organizer. I won't rest until I've suspected every suspicious looking nuke can...
Raise his bar.